Hello, and welcome to another update on Bitcoin. We are here on the daily time frame, and I mean, Bitcoin hasn't really done much over the last, let's say, 24, 48 hours. We're just moving sideways. However, we have definitely seen a first warning. I mean, what did we talk about over the last few weeks? I made several videos to explain to you what the different warnings are that we can receive from the market as an indication that a more meaningful top has formed, possibly that the bull market has stopped, possibly that the bear market has started. And one of those was the break below the 55-week exponential moving average. That's currently located at 99K, that dynamic support level. Well, as you can see, we haven't broken below that. So that warning hasn't triggered. Another one was a break below support here on the daily chart, $83,166. Also, that hasn't been triggered. But I have told you last week, that there's one more aspect, and that I will get extremely cautious if that happens. That doesn't mean that I'm getting bearish, but even more cautious. Yeah. And this was a 5-wave rejection, basically an impulse rejection from the resistance area. So that means we had a possible wave A to the downside and a wave B to the upside. That happened. And now, and you will see that on the smaller time frame, and you already know if you follow our updates on Discord, this here was a 5-wave decline, possibly the wave 1 to the downside. We could now get a wave 2 bounce. And that the risk is we sell off further. And this was like one of the warnings I mentioned, and this actually triggered. I mean, this happened, okay? All week, the price was in a decline, or has been in decline, yeah. And it's a 5-wave decline, okay? So if we now see a corrective bounce next, and we stay below the high of this week, which formed exactly at the golden ratio level, which is, by the way, a very, very important resistance. I mean, that is the level where normally a B wave could easily form a top. Now, B waves are difficult. They don't have really targets. They can always overshoot. You know, this B wave could even extend. But I'm saying what I see here, right? I see a 5-wave decline, 3 waves up, 5-wave decline. If we now see another 3-wave move up, that would indeed be a warning. Okay. But we already have a warning. So we have a first and early warning that a more meaningful top could have formed, which is why I said to you the white scenario has definitely reduced in likelihood, which means a direct move to all-time highs, right? It has reduced in likelihood. It's not invalidated or anything. There are still ways the price could find to grind higher. But let's be honest, we have been in this region since May. We could even argue the price has been in this price region since December 24. Yeah, because we're trading around the same price. Now, it's not as easy as that because technically, I mean, we're holding above those lows, right? We're currently holding roughly above those. We're holding above those highs from 2024. And also there was a huge dip and then quite a rally from down there in April 25. So I don't see all of this as a range, but I see everything since the May tops as a range because there really wasn't much movement. Surely the price formed 2 all-time highs in that, or 3 in that time. Yeah, so July, August, October, but still no sustained break really. Yeah. And the price still trying to form a low here to rally again, but there is no solid setup currently for it on the lower time frames. Yeah, there is no there's no impulsive move up or anything that I see. I mean, this here could be 5 up, but this is likely just the A wave. It's too small. It's just like the A wave of the wave 2 bounce I just described. A wave 2 is a corrective move. So what might happen is, okay, we have a 5-wave decline. We got that. It is what I said. If we get an impulsive rejection from this resistance area, it might be our wave 1 to the downside. Now, any wave 1 to the downside needs to be confirmed by the next move up because after 5 waves, we expect a bounce. That bounce is happening. It's a wave 2 potentially. But it's only a wave 2 as long as we stay below the high of the week, which formed at 116,400. And it will become less likely, that yellow scenario, if we get a break above the 78.6 retracement here at $114,246, because any wave 2 ideally would stay below the 78.6 retracement. Yeah, a wave 2 should ideally not break above it. That's the key pivot relevant for a wave 2. So that means over the weekend, maybe into next week, I'm gonna watch this pattern, how it could unfold, maybe as an ABC structure. And then all eyes need to be on the 114,246 level, which is the key resistance for yellow wave 4, and the Monday high, which is the invalidation point for the wave 2 in the yellow scenario. Very, very important. Yeah. Now, it's also important to understand that there is a micro support area here, which we can observe over the weekend, which we can watch. It's between 107,334 and 109,260. So I mean, if we put all this together, has the bear market started? In my opinion, it can have, but we talked about that. Of course, it could have started, but we only have a very early warning with a 5-wave decline. Now, this is a short trade setup. By definition, it's a 1-2 setup. Now, I personally find short trades in a potential bull market unproductive, but it is a short trade setup, and Elliott Wave is telling us here, right? That is, that's the beauty of it. Elliott Wave gives us the structure. We can have all sorts of opinions, but there is a 1-2 setup with very well-defined parameters. It's just that this is also an important support area here that we're dealing with. A really, really important support area between 107.5K and roughly 105.5K. So it is a short trade setup. And even if we go down further from here, I mean, it might not even, that is not even confirmation of the bear market. As I said, it's only the first warning, and then we've got the 55-week EMA at around 99K, and only a weekly close below it would really be a stronger confirmation that we have formed a major top. But again, even those are not full confirmations. They're just actually warnings. I told you, it's going to be that support area that needs to break and the break below the April low. Now, if you want to wait for all confirmations before you make a decision what to do with your portfolio, it's probably too late, because by then the price will have moved down more than 30%. So that is the tricky situation that we're dealing with here at the moment in the crypto sector. That is just what it is. Everybody will have to make their decisions based on their portfolio, entry points, risk profile, and so on. But we can identify the structures. So I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Some of you might know, some of you might not, but we have partnered with Bybit, and they are one of the most significant, one of the main crypto exchanges out there. If you're looking to try a new platform or you want to give Bybit a go, you'll find a link in the description and pinned in the comments. New users get reduced trading fees with our link for the first 30 days, and there are currently exclusive cashback campaigns running for active traders. By using that link, you're also supporting the MCO project and the wider network that makes it possible for us to bring you a lot of analysis, high quality analysis every single day across this and all our other channels of the MCO network. Thanks so much. Have a great day. Bye-bye.